It is the Flow Friday Night Sports Show, and our next guest, well, I guess you could say it's in her blood to be on the Flow Friday Night Sports Show. We're keeping it in the family today. Our long-time correspondent for the Southern Mallee Giants football, of course, was Ross Brown. Now, we've waved off Mickey George into the sunset. She's off now in South Australia, so we needed a new netball correspondent. Well, who better to go to than the Brown family? And we've found Zali Brown to talk to us about the Southern Mallee Giants Netball Club. How are you, Zali? Welcome to the Sports Show.
Thank you so much, Jace. It's great to be here tonight talking to you.
Long-time listener, first-time caller, I bet?
That is exactly right. I used to listen to Mickey every week, so I hope I can do justice to what she did last year.
Well, I texted Mickey last night, just between you and me, mentioned you were doing it, and she said, all the very best of luck. She said you'd smash it.
Oh, bless her, bless her.
She's still keeping an ear out on how you girls are going. I think she feels like there's a little bit of unfinished business there, and I don't blame her because you girls last year, had there been finals, would have been right in the shooting match. How has your pre-season been?
Yeah, it's been really good just to get back out there. Like you said, it was such a disappointing way to finish off the year, so I think everyone is just ready to go now. We're back round one and couldn't be happier.
Absolutely. So it's just good to be back on the court, but I don't think it matters when you start at the moment. Every competition's got a different start date. Some have already got underway. In your case, you start this week and then you'll have a little break for Easter, but in your club's case, you'll be a bit short for round one. Is that right?
Yeah, unfortunately, we have a lot of girls ready to play this year, but just with this week before Easter, we have only about 15, 16 who can actually play this weekend, so we are quite short, but that's just how it is.
Yes, it is. So, unfortunately, no C grade for the Giants this week, but you will have a C grade team once everyone's back on deck. That's important to know, right? Absolutely. We're going to have 3 fit and healthy teams as of 2 weeks' time. Perfect. That's good. Now, what about the youngsters there around Hopetoun and Beulah? Have you managed to put some junior teams on the park this year? Have you seen them training at all? Yeah, we have got some juniors this year. We have the under-15s playing on the weekend, actually keeping it in the Brown family. My mum is co-coach. So, with Kylie, and they're doing some great work with the girls, so I'm really excited to see how they start the season off. Good stuff. Now, in your case, I think you're playing both games this week, are you not? Yes, we are very short, so I'll be playing the 6 quarters that we are allowed now with the COVID rules. So it'll be good. I just can't wait to get back out there. Oh, that's it. A couple of extra quarters, bit of a bonus for you. So where are you going to play the 2, the B grade or the A grade? I think I already know the answer to that. Yeah, I'll be in the A grade most weeks, just B grade to help out this week because we are very short, so we have a lot of people playing both grades. Yeah, and you won't be the only ones. There's going to be some outlying results throughout the year. We've talked about this in every competition we've talked about so far, so there's no surprises. But I guess all we can do is have a look at what the teams might look like when no one's under health and safety protocols. So what do you know about your opponents this week? Dimboola, they were pretty good last season. I know, and unfortunately, due to COVID, I missed the game against Wimmera. I was stuck in lockdown in Melbourne. Oh, no. I know, but they did actually come over the top of us and beat us in the end. They were the only team to do it throughout the season, so we're excited to get out there and see what they have to offer. Element of revenge. We'll see what they've got to offer this week. So that game will be at Beulah. And, of course, the footy will be there as well, so it'll be good to see. Hopetoun. Yeah. Hopetoun, sorry, did I say Beulah? I did. It is, you're right. Hopetoun Rec Reserve. There it is. It says it right there in black and white, Jason. Apparently I can't read. That's all right. It's Friday. Better double-check everything else I say now. Fact-check myself. But let's talk about some of the other clubs. So, Nil, they will be playing... Yes, there it is. Black and white says at Davis Park against the Horsham Demons. What do you know about both of these clubs? Have you heard any rumours, ins and outs or anything like that? No rumours, but going off last year, I think the Demons were also hot favourites to take it out if there were finals. So I can imagine that they'll have a nice fit team ready for round one. And Nil, I'm excited to see what Nil have. I hope they've recruited well in the off-season and
should be a good game.
Yeah, they were a bit better than their record suggested last year. They got close at times, but just couldn't quite crack it. But I tell you who were disappointing last year, and I reckon they'll be back with a vengeance this year, Minyip Matoa. They will go up against the Horsham Saints in round 1 at Minyip. Yes, it's definitely at Minyip, Jason. But they lost so many close games last year before they finally cracked it for a couple of wins. And we know their pedigree. They've been a very good team for a very long time.
Yeah, I reckon. I actually think it's going to be a really close game. I think the Saints might come over the top in the last quarter, but I'm expecting it to be very even between the two.
All right. So there's only 3 games in round 1 this weekend, all right? So there will be 4 games to round out round 1, and one of them is being saved for Good Friday, and it's I think it's a traditional clash, this one, down at Stawell. They'll take on Ararat down there at Central Park, right?
They will. It's going to be very exciting. Stawell had an amazing young group of girls last year who really came out and took it to us. So I'm excited. I'm sure they've developed in the off-season as well as Ararat, and playing on Good Friday. How good.
Big crowd. A lot of people will get down south. Why not? There's a bit happening down around Stawell over Easter, isn't there?
Yeah, it's always a busy time of the year everywhere you go, just about. Stawell is no different.
You're not watching the gift, then you'll be watching the netball. So there you go, Central Park. That's your round 1 of matches in a Wimmera netball. And I tell you what, mate, we're looking forward to seeing your results. But how do you reckon you're going to go?
You know what? I'm backing us. I think that even though we are short this week, we're all buzzing to get out on the court, and we're going to give it everything. And I reckon, why not?
Should.
We can do it.
As you should. Never tip against your own club. That's rule number 1 of being a sports show correspondent.
Perfect. I got it down pat.
Well done, mate. It's good to have you on the show. Say hi to your mum and dad for us. We look forward to having you back on next week.
Can't wait. See you then.